I'm Jeremy. This is Movies Are Terrible. Thank you for coming by for day 2 of my 20 Days of Halloween, 20 Days of Horror Films marathon. This video is going to discuss The Void. This is a 2016 Canadian horror film written and directed by Kostanski and Gillespie. I don't know. And it stars some people who I don't know either. It is the story of a group of humans under siege inside of an old, almost abandoned hospital with a cult of hooded figures that have triangles where their faces are supposed to be. And all of a sudden, literally all hell breaks loose inside the facility. People are dropping like flies. Disgusting monsters that look like they came straight out of The Thing show up. And it's up to this group of people to try to make it through the night. It's a pretty straightforward premise, kind of plays out like Assault on Precinct 13 as well as like Night of the Living Dead. It's definitely got Barker and Cronenberg and Carpenter influence all over it, as well as H.P. Lovecraft. There is a lot of very Lovecraftian things happening in this movie. First of all, the gore and effects are all practical, all done in camera, and it very much harkens back to a 1980s creature feature. Really love that part of it. The movie looks fantastic and the gore is stellar. The visuals are pretty interesting. Even though the directing can be a little bit flat at times, the movie looks great and it gives visual cues that remind me very much of things that I've seen before, done by some of the masters of the genre. There's a couple of interesting cutscenes where we see this cosmic otherworldly place with like rolling clouds, and it's like this other plane of reality, and it never really gets explored as thoroughly as I would have liked it to, but it is a fun movie to watch. But it was hard for me to get emotionally invested in it. I didn't feel the stakes, I didn't feel the tension, but it was cool to watch all of these practical splatter effects. This is a movie that I was kind of hyped about because I had heard a bunch of kind of praise coming out of the festival circuit, so I've been meaning to sit down and watch it for a while. I finally was able to, and like I said, I was a little bit disappointed. It didn't do for me what I was hoping for it to. It very much feels like a movie from the 1980s. However, it stands apart because it is set in modern day and there's not the whole big synth themes and compositions of music like we get in so many others, namely like Stranger Things. But this, it feels true to the genre, it feels true to the era without, beating you over the head with the nostalgia porn and all of that kind of stuff. So I appreciated that. Just, it was hard for me, again, to care all that much about what happened because the characters, even though the performances weren't bad, they're just very thinly written. I know that the movie deals with themes of loss, especially maternal loss, and it was saying something there, but so ambiguous I couldn't really connect the dots. Also, why did the antagonist think that opening this portal to hell would bring his daughter back? Why is this cult of anonymous masked figures worshiping him? There's just a lot of stuff that really doesn't get touched on in favor of being ambiguous, but I feel like just because they didn't know how to explain all the things instead of intentionally holding back the information. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I am giving The Void a 2.5. You could do a lot worse in October as far as horror films to watch. It looks great. It's got fantastic kills and monster design, and I really appreciate the fact that they decided to go all practical with it. But the characters just didn't improve the movie, and that's kind of the thing that's going to make or break a film for me is like, can I watch it and, get lost in the story, or am I just watching it, following along with my eyes, but not my intellect or not my emotion? And that's kind of what this movie was. I can see it being fun for a midnight crowd, but as far as, is it a great movie? No. But anyways, that's just my thoughts. You could feel totally different, and if you do, I encourage you letting me know how wrong I am down in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video and you want to check out the rest of the 20 Days of Halloween, 20 Days of Horror Films, all you gotta do is click subscribe because I'm going to be rolling them out daily. If you like this video, just do me a little favor. Click that like button down there. It really helps out, helps spread the word, and helps me build my very low, poor self-esteem. Until next video, I'm Jeremy. Be terrible.